Cumpleaños feliz, cumpleaños feliz, cumpleaños, cumpleaños, cumpleaños feliz.
My name is Oculon.
Have you ever noticed our history teacher dresses like he's still in high school?
Yeah, our history books and his fashion sense both stop in 1985.
Good one, Jack.
Give me some.
Yeah, we're not there yet. Hartley told me you were from Chicago. Detroit's pretty far from there. I think. I got a D in geography. That's true. You did say you're from Chicago.
Oh, well, I moved around a lot as a kid and I didn't have many friends. Unless you count the movers. Did I mention I don't have friends? Gotta say, that Amy is a whole thing.
You're telling me it's been one strange thing after another since her family showed up in town a few months ago.
A few months ago.
Yeah, that's when they moved here.
So Amy and Hartley aren't lifelong friends?
What? They've only been friends for a few months, and I'm still trying to talk her out of it.
So Amy's not from Texas?
Can you picture that girl in a cowboy hat? No, her family moved from... Come to think of it, they never really did give me a straight answer on where they're from.
Really? That's odd.
Her whole family's odd. Her dad's always bragging about how smart he is. If he was that smart, he'd buy a comb for that porcupine head. And don't get me started on her mother and two brothers.
Two brothers?
Yeah, they're all shifty. I was acting startled when I go into their house uninvited. You know, like, they've got something to hide.
Hey, everything okay?
Everything's great.
So yes, we got some damn good Kainalu Moya clips from Villains of Valley View Season 1 for his Todd Bodine 26th birthday, which, believe it or not, was actually yesterday. But even if I had remembered, the weather sucked ass anyway, so regardless, by default, we moved the celebration to today because it's a much beautiful day. The rain looks like it's going to hold off on what it was scheduled to happen today, some point, like as some sources said just in the morning, some said just a 30% chance at 4 o'clock on now is it, but nope, it looks like we're in the clear the whole way through and are all set like Jimmy Johnson for the celebration. And shout out to Courtney Tanner and Kayla Curtis. It was so good to see you guys again. I didn't get to see Caitlin in Great Northern, but that's okay because, as again, just like we learned on Charlotte Verico's birthday, as many other times before that, sometimes it's worth missing certain people for other certain people. So we miss Caitlin, but that benefited us in a way because we were getting ready to leave. I ran into Courtney Tanner, who used to be my regular at the Taco Bell down the street from me by the Elyria North Ridgeville border. So therefore, and then it wasn't and got even better as soon as we got back to our main building, the Elyria building, because ViaQuest is just not all Lorraine County. It's basically statewide. I was going to the bathroom and I should have known that white Toyota was a giveaway. When I turned to my left to see what was going on with my old buddies at Triad, when I saw Kayla, because I've known her for a long time, I've loved her so much for that long, because we just built such a close, bond and shit throughout the years. I ran to go give her a hug and encourage her out of the baby. She's rubbing my back and all this shit. And I said, congratulations on the baby. And then I said, when I saw you, when I immediately saw you, I was like, oh shit. And she's like, oh shit is right. I mean, I'm never going to forget that as long as I live. I'll take that to my grave at Riverside Cemetery next to my Wello, Elving Oliveris. That's the last thing I got to do. But anyway, we're about to start the College Fair World Tour in the middle of this. And so therefore, I do not want to waste any more time rambling. So let's get the miniatures over with and I will meet you all out there when we're ready. right, living la vida loca, Kainalu Moya style, even though he's Hawaiian, and that, as you all know, is a Puerto Rican song, in terms of the Spanish-speaking language. So, mahalo for being a good man, in return for all the support I've shown for you since your arrival to Villains of Valley View in season 1 and season 1 only. I mean, so far I've only caught the season 2 premiere, which is, some sources say it's just the Steve Park installment, and some sources say it was the Steve Park, Rusty Wallace installments combined. At this point, I don't know who to fucking believe at the moment, so sadly, I haven't caught too many of my shows since, the weather got nice. And, I did get a fire lit underneath me a little bit, which I thought was going to be long-lasting when I caught Villains of Valley Season 2 Dora Dolphin's debut. Oh my God, he liked my stuff. He liked my shit on Instagram. Let's go. He knows I'm celebrating. Could this mean a follow on Instagram and TikTok from him is on the way? Oh my God, I sure as hell hope so. Because that would mean a whole lot, considering, this birthday tribute is going up on YouTube just for him. I mean, and like I said, I'll get to that point in a minute. That fire that was lit underneath me to get back into watching my shows quickly died off. And all the times we had, this summer compared to last summer and the summer before has been either feast or famine. I forget which one means positive and negative, but whichever one's the negative one, the days we've had where it was, either rainy or frigid, we could have, stayed inside to catch up on all these shows, but I've not had the time. I mean, I've had the time, but I've not had the desire to do it. But when we get to the 2023-24 television season, when Adventures in Autumn starts in a few weeks, like right after Lorain County Fair, the end of the season 3 finale of Fun in the Sun, the end of Summer Explosion going into Labor Day, the 10-year YouTube anniversary special, and not long after season 3 Adventures in Autumn starts, don't worry, we're going to finish everything off. But, I did have the time. I just chose not to use it because I'm just never in the house when the weather's good. Kid me would not have done that, but sure as hell hope a follow is on the way on both on Instagram as well as both of my TikToks, because I am crazy about this man right now the same way I was crazy about David A. Arnold last year. Considering, with David gone, I can actually focus on Kainalu Moya a whole lot more. It's like he knows I'm celebrating, so therefore, there's really not much you can say. I mean, the shows are going to come back. It's only a matter of time before we starts getting chillier and chillier to the point where we won't want to go outside as much like we are right now. So, therefore, the only episode I've caught of Villains of Valley View is the season 2 premiere. That's it. Other than that, I haven't caught any shows all that much, and basically, it's mostly because of the striking bullshit. It's probably what killed my desire. It didn't kill my passion. I'm always gonna have that till I die, but it basically killed my desire to tune in. I would notice how much momentum I had with all the shows until, well, the weather got nice, and I was going to watch every now and then, but I guess ever since that strike happened with the writers first and the actors joining then I guess it really killed my desire. But eventually we have to get back to it. I mean, we don't have to right now. I mean, but not right now we don't have to, but eventually we'll have to. So we know the whole story of every single one of my shows. So up to the point where they're at now. So let's just quit rambling and get this celebration going for Kainalu's Todd Bodine 26th birthday. So far, so good weather-wise. The rain has held off here in the happiest place in Northeast Ohio. Hopefully, it's that Kainalu Moya birthday magic. Fuck those dogs. They've overstayed their fucking welcome. I can't wait till the day they're finally gone. And I don't want to say it the wrong way on here because I don't want to get canceled and all that shit. But anyway, yeah, hopefully it's that Kainalu Moya birthday magic from Hawaii that's, pushing all this rain away on this day. Even though, because the fact that we thought it was today, based on what the internet was saying, but famous birthdays website is 100% accurate, so of course it's going to tell us the truth. So it actually was yesterday, not today. But even if we had known that, there was no way we were going to celebrate yesterday, as evil as the weather was. So that's why either way we were going to celebrate today anyway. So even if we would have remembered, we would have rescheduled it for today anyway. So it was the right move and a good call either way. But all that matters is that we're here now. The celebration is finally underway. A day late, but considering most of the internet sources, a bunch of them threw us off completely. But then when I saw his girlfriend / wife Izzy's Instagram post yesterday, I was like, shit, I didn't know it was. Well, when I saw this, it was yesterday, and in real time, I said, shit, I didn't know it was today. I thought it was tomorrow, but being today. So therefore, all in all, it's more appropriate to celebrate today anyway than it would have been yesterday, even if it was his real birthday yesterday. But man, Todd Bodine 26th. Yeah, I guess I saw his Instagram post where he's spinning at this karate, studio or whatever, and he says something about getting old. Well, guess what, Kai? I feel ya, because next February I'm gonna be Jeff Green, 30 years old, and I am terrified as fuck and wish I could stay in my 20s forever, even though I know I can't. I know I have to eventually hit 30, but I really don't want to be there. I bet you by the time I turn Robbie Gordon 31 years old in 2025, it's going to be, oh shit, Champion Chuck's coming. That's why I had to move the phone to the other side so I'm not getting hit. All right, you can see his wave. It was hard to see through the tinted windows, but maybe in 2 years when I turn Robbie Gordon 31 years old, it won't be so bad. But I was told by more people than this category of group of people that tell me about being scared to turn 30. Turn 30, not 10:30. I was told by more people that it's actually more scarier. It actually starts getting really, really scary at 40 when you start to ache, your hair starts to turn gray, you start moving slow, and you can't run fast and do all the things you are currently doing now if you're someone as young as you and I. So it's part of life, man. Getting old sucks. Hey, it's raining. Hey!
Are you guys doing a duo? No. Tell me why the hell no one is here. Tell me what to do to make it all feel better. Maybe it's a
Just like that, it is gone. Look at that. The sun is out too. It's gonna dry this shit up. Well, would you look at that? The track is wet. The track is wet. Good things come to those who wait, and in this case, good things come when you wait out the rain instead of pussying out and running it back into the house like it's gonna last the rest of the night. So this is, I think, the second or third time we waited it out, and look at this. It paid off again. Imagine that. Kainalu Moya would be so proud. The track is wet. Look at the track quickly drying up like it's nothing. At this rate, we don't even need a stinking jet dryer like Montoya. I mean, I say that as an ex-Juan Pablo fan. The thing with the whole Montoya and the jet dryer stuff, in the beginning when it initially happened in real time, back when it was blowing up the world of NASCAR and the internet and the news of NASCAR and the news in general, it really wasn't funny at all, because that could have ended up really, really badly. I mean, to be fair, the driver of that jet dryer eventually did have his own death. He eventually passed away many years later. I can't remember the cause of death, but still, what if the jet driver would have died on site when that happened? Or let alone, what if Montoya was killed? Considering that would have been two drivers I lost in NASCAR's biggest race. That, and then of course Earnhardt Sr. in 01. And people making all these jet dryer jokes, like, it especially wasn't funny to you if you basically were a Montoya fan yourself, like me. But now that he's been gone since 2013-14, it's been nearly 9-10 years. I guess you can just look back at it and now it's funny. You can just laugh now because NASCAR just, well, it wasn't for him. Like, you know, sports cars, open wheel cars, all the other stuff he's amazing at. NASCAR is not his type of cars. I mean, the only reason why he was good at, you know, Indianapolis and the Brickyard 400, as well as the road courses, the 2 road courses they used to race a year only before they started adding more in later years. Sears Point, Watkins Glen, because Indianapolis was his background, you know, winning the Indy 500 and driving Indy cars and stuff. And of course, road courses was his type of road racing was his type of, you know, type of racing too, in those cars. So that's why he was so good at it in his early career. But by 2011, you know, he started to fade in a hurry. Even with that, I wonder who this is. I really don't know, if we're being honest. I see that car around a lot, and I can never figure out who that is. But, you know, I mean, generally speaking, to some people nowadays, it's that house right there. Okay. But to some people nowadays, it's funny, but to some people, they still don't find it funny because, you know, generally, in racing in general, not NASCAR alone, Montoya is one of the best drivers, you know, sit behind the wheel of a race car in general. Obviously not NASCAR, because he wasn't good NASCAR, but everywhere else he was amazing. So he's like one of the best drivers, all-around drivers in racing in general. But yeah, it's too bad NASCAR fans in general, not saying me. I'll get to my reasoning in a second. But NASCAR fans in general disrespect him so much that all they remember him for is that. The ones who are like, you know, like refuse like Jeff Gordon to adapt to, like, you know, like give any other racing a shot outside of NASCAR that Montoya has excelled in, and just want to be stuck centered around NASCAR to the point where all they're gonna remember Montoya for was the jet dryer. And I can understand that from a perspective. And for any fan in general, like, even if the ones who are actually intelligent to know that we really should be remembering Montoya for that, you really shouldn't talk about it, even if has been nearly 9-10 years and he's been out of the sport, out of NASCAR for that long. But my reasoning is the only reason why I still talk about it. I mean, I wouldn't if I agree. We really would. I really shouldn't be, period. But my only reason why I still talk about it, let alone nowadays joke about it, because not only he was my favorite driver, my favorite driver when it happened, but because of the fact that I was actually at the race when he hit it. You know, it was my 18th birthday gift in the middle of a crazy family vacation in Florida. So, other than that, yeah, I agree. But Amy. Yeah, other than that, I agree. But those are the two exceptions and reasoning as to why I still keep that subject relevant myself. Being a Montoya fan back in the day, and also during that same time period, actually being at that race. So those are my only reasonings as to why I still keep that topic relevant. But other than that, yeah, I totally agree. And I think the reason why it stop raining, unlike yesterday, is because, you know, I guess the Hawaiian weather gods it has nothing to do with the wildfires down there. So everybody calm down. I'm just, you know, trying to make something positive of an actor who I love that originated in Hawaii. It's like the weather gods in Hawaii that had nothing to do with the wildfires down there, you know, kind of paid us a visit to Ohio and told the weather gods here, Northeast Ohio, hey, this young man who from Northeast Ohio, who's basically in love with Kai Moya, the same way he was in love with David A. Arnold last year, really wants to celebrate his birthday, even if it's a day late. So you can't give his, you know, territory 2 crummy days in a row. Otherwise, you know, he won't be able to make Kai the video that he wants him to see. So that was what the Hawaii weather guy said to the Northeast. Ohio weather guy's like, okay, fine, we'll throw a little bit in there. But other than that, yeah, we'll keep it dry for him and just leave him alone.
Are you sure about that?
Look at how much drier it looks over here. Like, holy goddamn shit.
The track is wet.
And just now, I just discovered a feature, a new TikTok feature by accident. I went to go tag people, and now you can edit a post. It's like, why couldn't you do that shit, like, to begin with? I mean, hey, better late than never, as I like to say. But all we need now is Twitter or X. I'm still calling it Twitter, though, because fuck name changes everything they stand for. We just need that toxic hellhole of an app that they're lucky I still keep around just in case I want to get fully back into it. After all, social media in general is my passion, especially YouTube and TikTok. Now we just need that toxic hellhole of an app to, install and edit button. And guess what? We'll be all set like Jimmy Johnson. If I'm not mistaken, isn't that the king of tearing shit up that's there? I think so, yeah. Couldn't have picked a better day for a lot of the heavyweight neighbors, old school, and OG and modern day to come out in full force. Kainalu Moya's Todd Bodine 26th birthday.
More moments later.
Okay, so you see Jimmy Jam right in the back right there, talking the other way. It is fucking sprinkling again. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. And we're back at the Queen of Tearing Shit-Ups again.
Just then.
Making a target.
It came with water balloons.
Not too close.
I figured out to use a Gatorade can.
Oh, it's coming down good. We better stay in here. Yeah, I'm stuck in here now.
Yeah, sure.
Nice shot. Hit what? Isn't that what it's supposed to do? And don't hit the wall. Oh, they're loving it over there. Right. The last time I did that, I was like 6 or 7 years old in 2000, 2001. I ran out there in the rain with no shirt on and with just shorts. I wouldn't do that now.
What?
That was whack. Nope.
Eventually.
Much better. It is raining like a mother, and we're stuck here in Caden's point of view's garage until it stops so we can just stay dry. I have something to say about Kathy, who I love just as much as I love you. What did you say?
We're going to Cedar Point tomorrow.
Oh yeah, me and ViaQuest are doing that on September 1st. And this is a birthday tribute for Kainalu. Does Caden watch Power Rangers? No. Do you know what Power Rangers is, Caden?
Yeah.
Do you know Ollie the Blue Ranger?
No.
No, the Blue Ranger. He's played by that Hawaiian actor Kainalu Moya, who I found on Villains of Valley View on Disney Channel. Yesterday was his Todd Bodine 26th birthday, and I'm celebrating today, even with all this rain. Yeah, so we can just say happy birthday to Kainalu Moya. That would be great. It's his Todd Bodine 26th.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to Kainalu Moya, his Todd Bodine 26th. And he and his girlfriend are liking all my stuff on Instagram that I'm tagging them in.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
The dream ended and reality set in.
So apparently my mom wants us home. So unfortunately the celebration, wait a minute.
My name is Oculon.
Anyway, that does it for unfortunately, the celebration for Kai Moya's Todd Bodine 26th birthday has been cut short due to too much on and off inclement weather. So therefore, I hope you had an amazing birthday, Kai, and God bless you, Izzy, the boys, Judy, and who else? Emma, Chance, Cameron, and Renee, your whole friend group. This is going to be a rushed outro. Tomorrow, hopefully, it'll be nice. And you already know the batch of content that's going to be coming up soon. So have a good night tonight and a better day tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Good night. And once again, happy Todd Bodine 26th birthday to Kainalu Moya, Declan, Oculon on Villains of Valley View on Disney Channel. See you later, everyone.